I'm in Bali, and I decided to stay on one of the surrounding islands called Gili T. And I made a decision to stay at a hostel. And this hostel is kind of like Love Island, bro. Mad people there, bikinis and everything. And it kind of hit me that you should only choose girls that are really interested in you, because some of these girls were kind of cute, but none of them were really high quality, and all of them were just like kind of interested in me, and it just seemed like they were interested in me because of attention and not actually because of me. So give me a sec. Look, I'm usually respectful of other cultures, but this is noise pollution. You hear this? Couldn't even fucking sleep past 5 because of this, bro. Oh my god. Moisen, bro. So I've had about 3 or 4 really high interest girls that I've met in my life that I've been in relationships with. And I've had medium interest girls and then low interest girls that I've tried to pursue. None of it compares to when you actually find a girl that's really, really into you, and bro, you're allowed to make mistakes. You're like literally allowed to be a human. So here's the thing. You're gonna date girls and you're gonna find girls that make you try super hard so you can get their attention and so you can actually get into them. And what you're gonna find with these girls is the smallest little mistake you make becomes blown out of proportion. Like, I remember one time I dated this girl, I won't say her name, and I just remember she was always on fucking point, bro. Every time I would pick her up, she'd be there pretty much ready to go as soon as we get there. Anytime I suggested we do something, she would be down. Every time I texted her, she would text back within a few minutes. When I called her, she would pick up. And having that kind of experience made me realize that guys should really only go for girls that are super high interest. And if they're not high interest, they better at least be medium interest, because here's the thing, with attraction for men, it's like a switch, and with the girl, it's like a dial, and you can turn it up. But where the relationship starts is a huge indicator of where it's going to go. So if she's medium interest, like for medium interest girl, I would just say she's responding relatively quickly, and you know, she kind of tests you. She kind of makes you work hard for it, but at the end of the day, you know that she's into you. You don't have to second guess yourself. At least start there, bro. Because when you go for those girls that are just kind of texting you back every now and then just so they could get your attention, you don't have a good experience. Maybe in 2 years, you might crack. In 2 years. But then it's like, what was it even worth? You could have pursued other women that had way more interest in you. And so, for me, it's just been hitting me that, you know, I don't want to make excuses, because I think as a man, you have a lot of opportunity to develop yourself. But one thing I've been noticing is that, personally, I get more attraction from black women. Just like in terms of when I look at them and they look at me, I don't really have to say anything. I don't even have to open my mouth before they're attracted. And I've met black women in my life, like family members, my sister, for example, who will say that she's not even interested in a white man. So that tells me that there's probably other black women that are like that. And I think people are most attracted to what they grew up around. So for example, I seem to get a lot of attraction from French women, which is interesting. I never would have expected that. But when I went to France last year, I saw that there are so many black people in France. And then it hit me like, oh, they're just used to seeing black people. So of course, it'd be more likely that a French person would be attracted to me. Huh. And you know, I think as a man, you have unlimited potential to be attractive to any woman, basically, when you develop certain areas of your life. And I think it comes down to 3 things. Get jacked, become financially free, and develop yourself on social media. And of course, you can say like personality, of course. You have to be relatable, you have to be charming, you have to be caring for the other person. But I think if you do those 3 things, you get the biggest returns on your investment. financially free, become jacked, grow on social media. Bro, you literally live the life of a king. So I'm gonna be going back home soon, and I don't want to make any excuses for myself. I think it's just time to get to work. I'm 25 years old, and life honestly is pretty good. I can't complain about it. Yeah, but I've just been realizing that you should always go for the women that are most interested in you. At least wherever you are, just go for the high interest girls. Don't bother with these fucking medium, low interest. You're just not gonna have a good experience. Like, you're gonna have to act perfect, and nobody is. So yeah, maybe if your game is super tight, go for those girls. Like, if you know everything, one of my mentors, he's just like almost psychotic with this. He could go for a low interest girl and turn her into a wife. I cannot. It does not come naturally to me like that. I have to think about this sometimes. Just being honest with you. So yeah, personally, I think those high interest girls, like the girls that are texting you back almost right away, when you tell them let's go, they're there and they're on time. Those are the ones that will give you the best experience, in my opinion. So don't settle, and work hard on yourself. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. You're gonna do the work. Peace.